We all heaven sent. Epstein too. We all heaven sent.
Now that's how you're supposed to shoot. From now on, that's how you shoot. Woo!
All right, now welcome back to Two Person Shooter, where you like to get that raw, unfiltered commentary from your two favorite shooters. My name is Lulu954. I'm with my dog in the building with me,
Jody Joe.
All right, and today what we about to get into is apparently the Valero, I can't even pronounce that place. The California rapper LaRussell had dropped a sample of a song, and it's goddamn controversial. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna play it for you.
I made this record and I sent it off to my engineer, and he calls me. He said, man, you probably shouldn't put this out. I said, why? What the hell happened? He said, you know, you talking about Epstein, there's a lot of shit going on. And I said, thank you for calling me. I'm finna drop this. That's exactly why we need it. Because everybody sit and be silent. And the goal of an artist is to express the times and say all the things that nobody else want to say or know how to say. I'm not perfect. And neither is the president. Was guiltier than a nigga hiding evidence. You can't be mad that they heated if you don't let them vent. Even the devil was heaven sent. Even Malcolm was heaven sent. Even Martin was heaven sent. Even Kanye was heaven sent. We all heaven sent. Donald too. We all heaven sent. Epstein too. We all heaven sent. Adolf too. We all heaven sent. Even you. We all heaven sent.
Nah. Listen. We might all be heaven sent. But your engineer should have sent that shit straight to the trash folder.
Straight to the depths of hell.
Press empty after that, nigga. Like, what the fuck was that, nigga? This is why I hate this era. Niggas trying to be like fake deep, nigga. Like, niggas can't even be deep for real no more, nigga. Like, it's like you trying too hard to be deep.
They are not letting up. Mind you, he has been an independent artist for some time now. I think he just signed a deal to Rock Nation. I don't know what the contents of that deal is. So now he's officially working with Jay-Z and stuff like that on Rock Nation. Yeah. I'm not sure if it's for distributing, whatever the fuck. But in a sense, it's like now it's like, all right. Now the trajectory, all that PR money they got in him, they ain't spending it expeditiously.
Yeah, Jay-Z about to send that nigga right back to the hood with that one. Snatch that deal right back from this nigga. Like
he out here stopping the attorneys. Hey, don't mail them paperwork yet. Send it back.
This ain't it.
Exactly.
This ain't it.
He said it. When you send it back to him, you tell him that it's heaven sent. Oh shit!
So that check bounced. It wasn't. It definitely wasn't heaven sent.
But the thing is, I get what the message is supposed to be.
Yeah, you feel me? I get what you was trying to do. You just didn't execute it correctly. You feel me?
It's for some odd reason he wants to show, I guess, the humanity. I guess, and wants that everyone is human. Everyone is in a sense the same. But you gotta remember, the people that you are using in reference to these are not people who have tried to be humanized to other individuals. You feel me?
What I think his point, what he was trying to get is trying to say, like, yes, you're heaven sent, Kanye heaven sent, Epstein is heaven sent, Hitler is heaven sent. I think his greater message is that everyone is sent here to play a role by God, whether it's good or bad. Hitler was placed in order for something to kickstart in history. Epstein was placed here in order for something to kickstart, you feel me? But it's like, no matter how good you like this person or how bad this person is, they all was sitting here on a mission, on a role, whether it be from God or whatever like that. But it's like, you got to think of it like it's the free will versus divine intervention thing. Like, okay, it's divine intervention for Hitler to put all them Jews in a barbecue. You feel me? It was divine intervention because it made the world wake up and have more stricter laws. But it's all like a domino effect. You feel me? Everything is placed here and this is part of it. This is kind of like when your grandma be like, yeah, you got hit by a car, but that was God plan for you to get hit by a car because now it led you to do this. You feel me?
First of all, God needed to have a better plan for me. You could just put me directly on that path. I didn't have to go through the path to get hit by a bus. All right, that's number one. All right, and on top of that, you said, I get what you're trying to say from this, but that doesn't make sense to me. Here's the reason why. Because the thing is, if that's the case, if everything's a Kickstarter for something else, whether it be bad, good, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the Kickstarter for us, my nigga? As black individuals. This whole aspect that we're still suffering from the consequences that happened over 400 years ago, which is crazy. How many more years we need? Another 400?
And that's,
just to correct
the thing. You don't know the exact terms of God's plan. It could be 72 months. It could be 400 years. Like, you don't know the exact terms of how it plays out.
That is a bad loan. I don't know.
Yo, it's a horrible loan. The interest rate, on our loan from God right now is despicable, first of all. Right? But
I see why niggas got bad credit. That's what the Lord.
But it plays into a greater plan where it's just like, kind of like, if you really into the Bible, we don't get religious on this shit, but if you're really into the Bible, they be like, God, after like 3,000 years or whatever like that, God is going to, it's going to be a war or whatever like that. And don't quote me on this because I ain't say shit, right? It's going to be a war between God's people and the evil in the world for like 3,000 years or whatever like that. You feel me? Imagine, for 3,000 years, niggas going to be living in hell down here. You feel me? Until God come with his people and his army and be like, all right, nigga, we came to overturn all this shit. But like, think about that. For 3,000 years, we all supposed to be suffering in hell and damnation and all that stuff that your pastor used to tell you on TV at 7 a.m. You feel me?
Waking up like, you gotta donate for $79.99.
Or you shall be cast into the lake of fire. Like, damn, nigga, I ain't even had breakfast yet.
So first of all, you telling me that God sent us to be forward observers? We're supposed to do recon.
Yeah. But I listen. Like I said, I understand where he was trying to take it. It's just all about execution. Everything is all about execution. You can have the greatest line in the world when it comes to talking to a girl, but if you don't execute that correctly, it's gonna fall flat. You feel me?
Even besides that, even if you have the greatest line, remember, it's the same. I think it's the same thing when it comes to like, okay, what's that nigga name? The ghostwriter for Drake. What was his name again? Quentin
Miller. Yeah.
He had all these lyrics. However, when he delivered them, he was like, that ain't it, buddy.
Yeah, that ain't.
When he put it in Drake's hand, like, that's a banger.
That's a banger. You
so
feel
it
me?
may not even be necessarily the words. It might just be who's delivering it.
Facts. Because I'm not gonna hold you. I don't like his voice. I don't like his voice. I don't like that little stupid giggle he did. I don't like, right? Like he thought he had one. Like I don't like it. You feel me? But it's just like he said. It's all about who delivers it. You feel me? Great execution. I mean, great blueprint of a plan. I see the concept there, but it just wasn't executed correctly. And then on top of that, if you already not liked by the public, because I believe he already had a controversy before that.
Yes.
He said something about Lil Wayne or some shit like that, right?
And this is why it's like literally, I think it's one of those things like I think to me, this is my assumption as well. Since he has that ties with Rock Nation, you come more into the spotlight. So now you're going to be more criticized for the things that you say and the things that you do.
Absolutely.
Your work is not you're underneath the microscope even more so. And now even those comments that he said for Lil Wayne, he said, sometimes Lil Wayne just say some stuff that doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't have no sense, no meaning behind it. It's just like, these are just bars, but it's not meaningful.
Listen, at the end of the day, I think it comes down to this. It's all about who said it. Because I understand his concept. Like I said, I understand his concept. I think it's LaRussell. Because I guarantee you handed this concept to someone else who's more favorable in the light of the internet, whatever like that. They'd be like, oh, I like that concept. A good example would be, a good example of this is all about how the internet feels or the culture feels about you at the time would be Timothy Chalamet. Before Timothy Chalamet went on his little Oscar shit and said like, yo, fuck the Broadway.
Fuck Broadway.
So before he went in an interview and said like, I don't really care about my Broadway viewership. Fuck these niggas. Like, it's a dying art or whatever like that. Damn, Timothy Chalamet could do no wrong. Everybody, Marty Supreme, this nigga was rapping in videos. I'm like, he could do no wrong. He's with Kylie Jenner or who? He was one of them Jenners, nigga. Before that, he could do no wrong. After that, now it's fuck this nigga. We don't like anything he say. Anything that come out his mouth. Look how he look at the Oscars. I'm glad he didn't win at the Oscars. You feel me? Like anything that comes out his mouth now, the internet like, nah, we ain't fucking with it. So it's all about the temperature, your temperature at the moment. It's kind of like you gotta think of it like when they poll presidents. It'll be like this is how you're polling right now.
Yeah.
We really have to think about that when it comes to celebrities now. How are they polling right now? Because depending on that, it's dependent on if what people are saying about their take is being over it's taken out of context, or it's like, all right, y'all making a big deal out of it than it needs to be, or is it like, okay, this is reality. He did say some dumb shit. You feel me? So you got to look at it like that in this day and age.
It can be also both, because things I also do think that in a lot of times in this day and age, it takes one person to start the PR hate campaign.
Oh yeah.
All it takes is like once you kind of say something kind of shaky, some people may know like, I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah.
And next thing they'll be like, I always hated that nigga.
Oh, even more interesting. Good thing you said about the PR campaign. Now they have it where companies actually pay for campaigns to have negative PR about you. So imagine that's how you got to think about it. That's how influenced the internet is. All it takes is one person or a cluster of group of people to feel an opinion about something for the rest of the internet to jump on that wave. And they understand that concept so much to the fact that, like, listen, all we gotta do is pay a couple niggas to say they hate this shit and watch the rest of the internet fall in line.
Yeah, because now they have to listen to it to hate it.
Yeah.
But it's also funny too, because I think he even talked about that as well. He even said like all PR is good PR. I remember him saying something like that too. But
Well, in this internet age, all like even bad PR is better than good PR in a sense.
that's
Cause niggas gonna forget the good shit you did, but the bad shit you did, like niggas gonna be. It don't matter what type of fire album LaRussell dropped 2 years from now. They gonna remember this bullshit. I'm telling you, they gonna remember this bullshit.
That's facts. That's facts. Technically, this is a song he was probably trying to drop. They probably like, nigga, rip that shit off the shelf.
Yeah.
They're like, get it. Listen, delete it from your memory bank as well, my nigga. Forget the lyrics, all that. But I do think, don't kill me on this one. I do think someone who probably had got that off, Kanye West. I ain't gonna hold.
I think Kanye would have got that.
Kanye would be able to get that off.
Yes, because at that point it's like, we expect this from you. You feel me? We expect this from you. This is mild. You feel me? This is mild.
They was like, you in the conversation with all the niggas? Absolutely. Yep. That
You gotta understand when you are associated with a certain persona, you can get off certain shit. Like 50 Cent can get off certain shit because his persona is associated with being the bully, with being the asshole, with being the troll. In reality, like 50 Cent is probably not even like that. In fact, he's not. I've heard many interviews where women say like, yo, he is the sweetest person behind scenes. You feel me? And I believe that concept because I practice that in my daily life. I think people, like, when they see me or they watch the show or whatever like that, they think I'm an asshole. But in real life, they be like, yo, you are sweet. Those are people, when you really think about it, who had the good PR, Ellen DeGeneres, The Rock, whatever like that. They have that good persona on TV and on screen, but behind the scenes, people always like, no, they horrible. They are actually horrible.
I heard terrible things about The Rock.
Yeah, and then I heard the opposite about people who people think are mean. Like Jason Statham, like people who have that persona, like, oh, they might be mean, but in reality, they actually really nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Tobey Maguire, first Spider-Man, right? Yeah. And his persona was always like he's a good guy, but in reality, I heard he a real asshole.
I would probably be an asshole too. You niggas annoying.
Not only that, nigga, I'm the first Spider-Man. You can't tell me shit, nigga. I started this web slinging shit, nigga. Like.
LaRussell had comments based off everyone's backlash that he's been about this whole song about Heaven Sent, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull it up so you can read it.
All right, this is from LaRussell's Twitter page. Good morning, America. This is my final statement on this bullshit. The selective outrage and fake righteousness is a joke. It's always us. And he said us. He might mean U.S., but I think he mean black people, all right? Y'all been complicit in supporting serial killers, murderers, drug dealers, pimps, and niggas destroying their community for years. But me saying God made me and he also made these sick ass niggas is where the line is drawn. Cut it out.
I ain't gonna hold you. He hit him on the head with that one. But those pimps, drug dealers, and killers, and all the other niggas spitting that real shit, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. When Jeezy said, if you work hard enough, when you work hard enough for selling that weight, you might be able to take the summer off. I felt that.
I'm
I
sorry.
done some drugs a day in my life.
Epstein ain't dropped no slaps, nigga. Like, I'm gonna tell you that
You
right
the
now.
wrong niggas.
Hitler, he ain't dropped no slaps, nigga.
Hitler ain't make no good ass ovens.
Hitler ain't give us Yeezys, nigga. Like, I'm sorry, bro. You gotta have a catalog in order to be able to be a horrible nigga. R. Kelly, nigga got a catalog. I don't support him dating little girls, but he got a catalog. You gotta have a catalog to be a horrible nigga. You feel me? That's just the way the world run. You ain't got nothing yet to be getting off this bullshit, LaRussell.
You know it's crazy? Because wasn't Hitler a goddamn painter? And he sucked?
That's what I'm saying. You feel me?
One Jewish person told Hitler that he's garbage. He's like, you know what? I don't like your kind.
Exactly. But on the other hand, Picasso, another person who I heard was an extreme asshole, but he got hits. You can't tell that nigga nothing. All right. So I'm just saying, you gotta have a catalog. You gotta have some hits under your belt in order to get off the unlikable shit. All right.
I heard Mozart was a fucking dick.
I heard he ain't had no dick. It's one of them niggas who cut off something. I don't know who it is. You don't quote me though. Steve Jobs gave us all this shit. Extreme asshole.
Innovation. Yeah.
Come on, man. You can only get this shit off if you got hits. That's why we assholes. Cause we giving y'all some shit. You feel me? You don't see the vision yet. You feel me? But in a couple years, you're gonna look back and listen. I understand why these niggas.
Don't LaRussell Michael B. Jordan us. Hey man, let us know down in the comments below if you fucking with the song that LaRussell just dropped, Heaven Sent. All right, you fucking with the sample or no?
Yeah. Listen to your engineers. That's all I'm gonna say on that. All right. Listen to your engineers, your producers. Shit. Listen to your girlfriend. All right. Just listen to your girlfriend, cause she done drop water on your computer a couple times. She low-key trying to tell you, listen, you ain't got no career in this music shit. That's her trying to tell you that low-key. Anyway.
Listen, now you sitting there trying to fix your computer. Now she's trying to help you get better skills in another area. You gotta see the vision.
She's like, oh, you fixing computers now? You might have a career in IT. Right? All right, man. That's Two Birds and Shooter. We out here.
We out here.
Now that's how you supposed to shoot. From now on, that's how you shoot. Whoa! Oh, I want my next partner to shoot just like that.